By the way, I just began this new game. So we have a cave house still. I need a real house. I know. I'm gonna work on it soon. Not today, but soon. Oh shit! What the fuck I'm doing? Yes. So I'm not gonna take like a lot of time explaining this this bad situation that I have with 19s, because for me it's actually a waste of time. I'm trying to chill and I'm trying to relax for a while, because I've been super active hunting a lot of people. But I actually took some screenshots from the YouTube section about 19's opinion. Okay, there's some points that I want to clarify, and I think it's a shame. First of all, I think it's a shame and should be a shame for 19's to compare himself to with players like me or players with Bruno. I think me and Bruno are in a very different level from 19's, and I don't think 19's should compare himself with them. Even if 19's it's able to kill Bruno 1 time out of 10 or defeat me 1 time out of 10, that this never happens. 19's never defeat me, not even 1 single time, because I most of times don't fight against PvE players, you know. I'm a PvP dedicated player. I don't find interest fighting against players like 19's. They will not offer me any type of challenge, and I'm sure that if Bruno lose 1 fight against 19's, this is only because Bruno it's chilling and not playing for real. There's no way someone like Bruno can be defeated by 19's. And when 19's said, because this is his own words, if I'm good enough to beat Bruno, who destroys you with RQSS versus your RQSS in regular duels, proving he's a better sword and board player than you, that means he's better by fundamentals without breaking games mechanics. I'm not gonna read all of the comments. 19's he loves to write a lot, so that's not my purpose. The thing in 19's, I don't know when or where you defeat Bruno, but I don't think that you ever defeat Bruno. And if you're able to defeat Bruno, you need to be on 9 hand without fast roll. First of all, because fast roll it's for faggots. Fast roll it's so OP. Fast roll it's actually for losers. Only bad players use fast roll, because if you use fast roll, not even with a Murky, players are going to be able to put pressure on you. Even sometimes middle rolling it's hard, you know. So if you want to avoid through roll catches, you're gonna use fast roll because you're bad at rolling. But if you know how to roll, you don't need fast roll. In fact, that shit it's because of the fashion. There's a lot of good fashions that doesn't require it to be fast rolling. So fuck that shit. And you never ever have defeat Bruno. It's not the same to get a kill, a lucky kill against someone that it's a friend of yours, because a friend of yours, you know, he's never gonna play for real against you because he's your friend. He's not tryharding. If I play against a friend, I'm not playing with my 100% power, you know. Of course I'm playing for real, but I can play better if I play against a friend, because it's supposed to be a friendly match, you know. When you play against a friend, it's the time and the opportunity you have to try to do crazy things, to try to get better or improve at spacing. I don't know, doing things that you regularly or usually will not do it, you know, when you play with friends. And if you defeat Bruno and he's your friend on a friendly match, and it's not a real BO9, and he didn't tell you, oh, it's a BO9, 19s, don't take that fight against Bruno for real, because Bruno is on another skill level, way above from you. Me and Bruno, we got almost the same skill level, or me, Bruno, and Chaos, we're pretty much the same, you know. I don't think you can compare with us, 19s. And a Soul River, a Soul Skiller, he's very good, bro. He's very good player, but he's not a top tier. He's probably one of the best duelists right now on Pontiff. He's a solid A tier player, for real, and he's one of the best swappers and duelists that we have right now. But even in that way, me, Bruno, and Chaos, we're different, bro. We are old generation players. We are gankers, we are invaders, we are duelists, you know. We are BO9 enjoyers, you know. It's different. It's way too different. We are like old sweaty tryhards. And a Soul Killer, it's a top duelist for sure, but it's not a top tier player, not yet. But he's on his way, and you can't compare yourself with as Soul Killer. Soul Killer is a very good player. He's not only good at swapping or spacing, or with the S-Stock or AKSS. A Soul Killer, it's very good with parries, with backstab, with spacing. He got a lot of knowledge about a lot of weapons, about the mechanics of the game. 19s, you are good editing videos. That's your thing. Not playing PvP. And if you defeat good players with a great sword, that's okay. But not always, not every time that you're fighting against a good player, that good player it's using all of his power or playing for real, you know. 99.9% of times that I play against a friend, I'm not playing even with my 50% of my true power, you know, because that makes no sense. I need to be super angry, I need to be super focused to use my 100%. But if I'm fighting against a friend, it doesn't matter if I'm fighting against a friend on Pontiff, Old Wolf, High Wall of Lothric. For me, it's the same shit, you know? The arena doesn't change nothing. But Bruno, it's your friend. And if you play against Bruno and you got one kill on Bruno, that doesn't mean you are on the level of Bruno. That probably means Bruno is playing with his 10%. Bruno, it's a sweaty tryhard. And he can be as cancerous as he wants. He's very good with a lot of weapons. And believe me, if you defeat Bruno once, Bruno is not playing for real, bro. Don't take it serious. He's your friend, and he will never try hard on you, believe me. Bruno will not try hard on you. I only seen only once Bruno playing for real, only once, and the rest of the times that I look Bruno playing, he was chilling, having fun, laughing, not really focused, you know. And he's very good. He doesn't even need to play for real to defeat most of the community, you know, most of the Dark Souls 3 community. So 19s, don't think that only because you was able to defeat or get one kill against Bruno, that doesn't mean you are on Bruno levels. the fact that you can get some kills against your friends, that doesn't mean that they're on your friends level, because sadly, if those guys are your friends, they are not gonna try hard on you. You can practice some things with them, but you need to agree with him and tell him, Bruno, can we have a friendly BO9? Then you need to go to All Wolf, and then you need to be sweaty. And you are so angry on me or with me because I'm saying that great swords are not top weapons, and great swords or ultra great swords will never be able to compete. 19th, the great swords, you can't pressure nobody, no one with a great sword. Only if your opponent decides to attack you when you're using a great sword, you will be able to hit him, to whiff punish him. But if your opponent never swings an air 1 and air 2, you will do nothing against him, because great swords are not made to pressure people. These weapons are good against gangs, I guess, because gangs are always trying to put pressure on you and hitting you so hard, you know. But they are putting pressure on you. But if you're using a great sword and your opponent never decides to swing first than you will never ever defeat someone using a great sword. I'm sorry about this, but you can compete with a great sword if your opponent is a top player like Gummy Bunny, like Assassin, like Value, if they are using a top tier weapon. The fact that a good player is using a top weapon like Murky and RKSS, that doesn't mean that the performance while they are playing and using the top weapon, it's a top tier performance. That doesn't mean at any sense that. So even if you defeat players and those players that you defeat were using Murky, that doesn't mean, even if they are using a top tier weapon, that doesn't mean that the performance that they are doing with the Murky or the RKSS, it's on a top tier level. So the fact that you defeat Murky players using a great sword, that doesn't prove nothing, because they are just good players. Maybe they are good players or top tier players with top tier weapons, but it's the first time that they use the top tier weapon. So that doesn't even prove nothing, you know. And I invite you, 19s, if you want to prove something to the community, I challenge you, defeat my RKSS using a great sword if you want. If you want to have a great sword mirror match, that for me will be a waste of time. You are not even on my level with great swords, and you can't say, "Oh, I'm on your great sword skill level because I defeat this player and this player with great sword, and you don't." That doesn't change nothing. That doesn't prove nothing. The performance that you do with a great sword against sweaty players, against top tier players, that could save something. But if you defeat a Peacemaker with a great sword and I didn't, that doesn't prove nothing. We don't even know if it was Peacemaker the one that was fighting with me at Allwood back then, you know. And the latency, it's a big factor in this type of things, you know. So 19s, there's no way that you can prove that you're better than any other player with great swords, but only with your performance. And I truly never seen you doing more than trades with a great sword. You don't do true combos that are not Air1, you know, or Air1 wiggling Air1. You don't really use in a right way the air tools from a claymore or from this profanate greatsword that you use, that you can have if you traded the soul of the Pontiff Sullivan, you know. I don't even know the name of this weapon because I don't give a fuck, you know. It's a bad weapon. So you can defeat good players if those players are using top tier weapons with a greatsword. Yes, if they swing, you know. But it's like the video that the one that you taught me, you know. You upload a player that it's bad with the air kisses canceling. Yeah, the air kisses canceling, it's a top weapon, but that doesn't mean that the player it's gonna do a top tier performance with a top tier weapon. That guy, it's a bad air kisses player. He's a good PK player. That's why when he tried to fight against good players like me, he's not using an air KSS. He's using a PK because he's good with a PK. You got the point? If you want to prove something, invite a top tier player using a top tier weapon. Invite him to Olguf on a stream, live stream, you know. Proof that that the one that it's playing without fast rolling, it's you know. And then maybe I can give you the chance to play against me with a greatsword. But I'm not a top tier player with a greatsword because it's so hard to be a top tier player with a greatsword. I don't think this category even exists because it's not a good weapon. And if your opponent it's smart enough to never sink first than you will not be able to do a shit with a greatsword, with a slow weapon against him. If your opponent got Murky and he knows how to use it, and it's a top player using a top tier weapon like Murky, and you're using a greatsword, he will shit on you. You know, there's nothing you can do. Not even a top tier player will be able to do much against one of those worst bad situations, scenarios, you know. So 19s, I'm sorry, but you're not a top player. You are not even an A tier player. You will never be a high tier player if you don't start to use and to learn the mechanics of the game. I can teach you to use greatsword, and I can teach to a lot of people to use greatsword, not because I'm a good greatsword user, because most of players are ignorant about the mechanics of the game. It's not like I got a high ego and I'm gonna teach you because I'm better than you, because I'm a greatsword user. It's not like that. It's most of people doesn't have the right knowledge to be able to use in a right way a greatsword, and I do. I'm not the best with a greatsword, and I'm far away from being a good greatsword user. But I'm better than the most of the rest people, you know, most of the rest of the community, because I used to use it a lot to mate. But honestly, against a top tier player on a 1v1, it's not a good weapon. It's not. And if you think it's a good weapon, I invite you. I can create a tournament if you want. Everyone is going to participate only with PK, Murky, or Air KSS, and you will be the only one using a greatsword. And join us on the tournament. You will defeat no one if I choose the right players, you know. So if you want to prove a point, you can do a dedicated video to me or a stream. I'm not gonna read your comments anymore. I'm way too lazy. I'm way too busy with real players, with real tryhards, with real hard high tier players. You know, I don't have your time to waste my time on topics like it's a greatsword, a top tier player, a top weapon or not. Greatsword will never be a good weapon. I'm sorry, not in 1v1s against top players. And 19th, scimitar, it's not a top tier weapon. I'm sorry, but it's not. Open your fucking eyes. There's only 3 top tier weapons: Murky, LKSS, and PK. I'm not the one saying it. The one saying this type of things, it's the Europe champion. It's Gentle Flame. You can see this information on his channel. And you can also ask if you want to G9 on his streams. Hey G9, do you think that the scimitar on Dark Souls 3 was a top tier weapon? He will laugh on you. You know? And always remember, I'm playing on a PS4 against PS5 players, and I'm able to defeat them and to compete. Just only because of that, it's impressive. And I'm able to defeat good top RKSS player, probably not top tier players, but very good RKSS players with spears, with great swords, with ultra great swords. I've done that type of things a lot, and that doesn't mean I'm a good greatsword player. That means I know how to use the greatsword better than them. You know, but 19s, you are so wrong about a lot of things. To be honest, I don't think you really know what means top tier or who choose who is top tier or not, or this type of things, you know. But this is all I have to say. I got some domestic duties to finish, and also I need to finish this world to be able to play with Risk. So this is my answer to you. I'm not gonna answer to you anymore by comments, because it's a waste of time. You change topic way too much, and that's not how a debate should be handled, you know. So I'm gonna write down all of the points that you have, and I'm gonna read them point by point if you answered to this stream. And I told you, I can organize a tournament only allowed PK, Murky, or AKSS, and if you joined, for you only allowed to use a greatsword against all of us, all of the top players on all booth. No fast road allowed, and then we will see if you're a top player or not, or even if you are close to be a low tier player with a PS5 actually, huh? Otherwise, shut the fuck up and don't waste my time. I'm a busy guy, and I'm a bad guy. I'm a fucking bad tryhard, you know? Don't make me waste my time. If you want to prove your point, I'm gonna organize a tournament. Join us with your greatsword. All of us, we're gonna be using S tier weapons, and I'm only gonna choose high tier players. Like Bruno, like Chaos, like Gummy Bunny, like Assassin. Well, Assassin and Gummy are top tier players. Me, you know, I'm a high tier player as well. I'm not top tier. Not anymore, at least. And high tier players, very good players, you know. You will do a shit against high tier players for real. If you decide to participate on a tournament using a greatsword against only Murky, PK, or KSS. Don't make me laugh, please. You're not a high tier player. Greatswords will never be high tier weapons. I'm sorry about this. And the fact that I'm letting you know these things, that doesn't mean that I hate you. I don't hate you, 19s. But a friend will be honest with you. A friend will have the balls to be honest with you. On Spain we said something. You trash talk about a friend on his face, not behind him. You need to have the balls to trash talk in front of the people you hate. Because that's what a man does. A man doesn't hide behind alt accounts. You know, a man have the balls to show himself how he is, and to prove to people what he have and what he doesn't have. You know. Did spam cell to said I'm not against 19s. I love 19s, but one topic with the attorney Top tier weapons versus greatswords. It's correct. Fight Gummy, Assassins, and Soto. Fight Subaru, Cope, etc. with a greatsword. Respect if you get one of them. Yeah, bro, exactly. And if they decide to never ever swing first, well, good luck if you got half HP from them. You know, that's not going to happen. Greatswords are not designed to put pressure on people. But if you use a greatsword, I can roll any of. We don't even need to have a fight in 19s. You can summon me any day. I will be streaming, and you can use a greatsword. I will not use any weapon. Just try to hit me with a greatsword or with a right-handed. I will not try to take any HP from you. Okay? Nothing. I'm just going to try to react roll to any of your hits. You will not defeat me. Not even one kill. This is my challenge to you, okay? My OMGITzGriFFith challenge to 19s. Summon me, I will not even use any weapons. Just try to defeat me with a greatsword or with an ultra greatsword against me. I will not attack you, okay? Try to kill me. And then I'm gonna use a top tier weapon. And you are not going to be using any weapons. Bare hands. Naked hands. And try to react roll against me, you know? Who is canceling the messages, by the way? Don't cancel these messages because I don't have the time to read them. I'm speaking, not reading message. Sorry about that, but I wasn't able to read those messages, and I'm not deleting any message. By the way, that's not me, okay? I'm way too old to give my attention to two things at the same time, you know. And yes, don't trash talk behind me, 19s. Be a man. And if you have something against me, I don't have something against you. I think you are a cool guy when you are not providing your opinion as the keyboard warrior that you are. Because you're always on Pontiff with an alt account. No one knows when they meet your Pontiff because you're fucking using an alt account. And if you defeat them, you think you are so good, bro. Maybe they are not even trying hard on you because they don't know who the fuck you are. You are using a fucking alt account. And if you are fighting against friends, believe me, a friend will never try hard on you. It doesn't matter if they are on Old Wolf, High Wall of Lothric, Ringed City. If you're fighting against a friend, it's not going to be like that, you know. W call, okay. Actually, I don't know what's a W call, but bro, stop using alt accounts. That's so gay. That's so fucked, you know. Oh, net issue. Yeah, I stopped using alt accounts because if you find a good player with an alt account, probably that good player will not try hard on you because he will not have a fucking idea about against who it's playing with, you know. And another thing, I already exposed you, and I got more videos about you, 19s. It's not my goal to expose you. I don't want to, but I want to teach you a lesson. It doesn't matter if you use alt accounts or not. I always realize who is who because I've been hunted years by players, you know. And I get a lot of perception about this type of things. I'm also a psychologist. Of course, I'm good reading people, you know. Of course, I know when to pretend that I'm a good player, when I'm a bad player. You know, I can do things like that as well. But for me, this is a nasty strategy. You know, I don't do this type of things. If I got something bad against someone, I spoke about these things in front of his face. And I challenged to this person to a BO9 with my main account. And if I lose, I lose. I don't deny it. And if I win, I win. and if I win, I don't even expose them, because for me it's a waste of time, you know. So 19th, I'm very busy hunting real cheaters. I'm about to get them all, actually. Just with my fucking PS4, my regular PS4. Imagine tomorrow that I get my PS5. I'm gonna be God again. I only have 2 accounts. Did spams, bro. These are my alt accounts, and I don't have more than this. Anakin Skywalker, the White Hawk, and Evil Lerkeses, and Empty Rasputin. And Dark Enjoyer for sure. It's 5, but I don't have the need to be hiding my alt accounts. If I create an alt account, it's because they banned my main, and I want to keep playing, not because I want to expose someone with an alt account. That's gay. If I'm gonna expose someone, I'm gonna invite him to a fucking BO9 or to Pontiff or to a dueling session, you know. But for real, not with an alt account. And if you want to defeat a friend, well, tell him, I want to defeat you, my friend, and I want to fight you, and let's have a real BO9, you know. And if he's your friend, he will probably understand that point, and he probably will accept it, you know. But if it's not, don't force people to play against you if they don't want to play against you, you know. I used to be like that before, and it's a piece of shit. If you gotta win with an alt account against someone good, that means nothing, because they probably don't know against who they are fighting. They probably think they are fighting against a friend, and they will not try hard on you, bro. They will not show their true power, bro. And yes, bro. So that's it. If you want to prove something, 19th, I challenge you. Try to kill me. I will not use any weapon. Try to kill me with a great sword or with a ultra great sword. I will not attack you. Try to kill me. I only will roll react to any of your attacks. You will not kill me. Never, never, ever. That's not possible. And my another challenge, if you are really top tier with a great sword, I'm gonna organize a tournament. Participate on that tournament. I invite you. I'm only gonna invite top tier players, and we only gonna be allowed to use PK, air cases, or Murky. And participate. You're invited to participate, but you only with great sword, and try to defeat us. Let's see if you can even reach the third place. You know, that's not gonna be possible. So these are my challenges. I'm also gonna make a post so you can read it. I'm gonna tag you, and I don't plan to waste more time with discussions. This is my answer to you, 19th. I have 2 challenges for you. If you really want to prove a point, there are my 2 challenges. You know, I need to make food for my girl, and I need to clean the house as well. And I need to create this house on Minecraft to be able to play with Risk. So I got things to do. I also need to fight 2 more players to finish my new videos. You know, Kira, unmasking players. It's gonna be probably a series of 27 videos, probably 25. I don't know. All depends on how much fights I want to upload against these players. But there's a lot of meta players there. A lot of players that I was so kind with them, and they were a piece of shit with me. So I Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, my controller just turn it off because I wasn't using it. And what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here, bro? Lol, bro. Seems like someone else. It's on my account, and it's player 2. I think it's Risk, bro. Uh, oh, it's the White Hawk. Holy moly, guacamole. That's pretty weird. I think it's Risk because my aim it's inverted. You know, I don't use it like this. But anyways, I'm about to finish this stream. Uh, Blessings to all of you guys. Uh, wait for my series of videos, Kira. I think it's gonna be 25 or 27 videos. I'm finishing. All my love to you guys, Didi. All my love to you, my man. Thanks for the baby oil and for those crazy parties. I'm always glad to join those sessions. And these guys, don't be a dick with players. Everyone is having a hard life. Life is hard. Don't be shit with players. And if they are your friends, don't treat them bad. You know, don't treat them bad because if they are your friends, it's because they are trying to give you their best. And if you hate a friend, just tell them in front of his face. You know, you don't need to trash talk on his back. Guys, see you next time. I send you a kiss in the anus. Mwah. Um, yeah, yes. Take care. Good evening, or good night, or afternoon, good morning for everyone. Um, and 19th, this is my answer to you, bro. And I don't hate you. I got nothing bad against you. Greatsword will never be a top tier weapons. I'm sorry. And if I told you this, that doesn't mean that I hate you. That doesn't mean Greatsword and Ultra Greatsword will never be a top tier weapons. I'm sorry about this. And I'm not the one creating the top tier list, you know. Those weapons are just not made to put pressure on people. You can always roll react to any of those hits. It doesn't happen with a curve sword or with a dagger. Sadly, that's what makes a weapon to be top tier, and a lot of more variations and possibilities and options. You know, not only that, but yeah. Oh my god, he's killing me. I'm not that player, so I don't give a fuck. So guys, take care. Salam alaikum, my friends. Take care, my friends. Have a good one. Oh, 19 is here. Yes, everyone can beat top tier setups with any weapon. That doesn't mean that you're a top tier player or you know um, a random guy can be using uh, a fake. I mean a top tier weapon, but that doesn't mean that the performance is a high performance. And delete that fake video. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna delete the video. Okay, I'm gonna delete it. Um, I don't hate you. You're just annoying sometimes, you know. But I got nothing bad against you, for real. My point is, it's great. Short will never be top tier. That's all. And it's not that like you're a bad player. You're not. But to kill a top tier player with a when he's using a top tier weapon with a great sword, it's hard, and it's almost impossible. But anyways, I'm gonna delete the video, anyways, you know. But actually, can be top tier. I'm sorry, but the cases was allowed on tournaments because it's not that here we go. I'm sorry, Car, because it's not a broken 19th. The counter for the RKSS for the cheater weapon it's a Gotthard on Dark Infusion. Imagine. If someone is using a Gotthard with a Dark Infusion, that's harder to defeat than an RKSS, honestly. You know, so RKSS, it's not a cheated weapon. It is big because it's an exploit, but it's not a broken weapon. It's not that it's broken. It's harder to defeat a good player that is using a Gotthard and a shield than a good player with an RKSS, because the counter for the RKSS, it's the Gotthard on Dark Infusion. So imagine a Gotthard on Dark Infusion, it's more OP than the RKSS. So RKSS, it's nothing hard to to fight against with, you know. Hey, what's up, Peacemaker? So 19s RKSS, it's not that broken, believe me. It's not a hard weapon. RKSS, it's only a top tier weapon with hard swaps, and if the player that is using it, it's a top tier player. But if it's a good player and he's an RKSS, that doesn't mean that the performance will be a top tier, or that doesn't mean that he will be hard to defeat, you know. RKSS, it's easy, to be honest. Yes, it's easy. I'm able to defeat any RKSS player currently in the game with a spear, with a, I don't know, with a scimitar, with a lot of weapons, actually, you know. Any good with RKSS player, I think I will be able to get some kills even with this nameless king spear, you know. RKSS, it's not broken, bro. If the player that it's using the RKSS, it's broken, the RKSS will be broken. But if the player, it's a regular player, and he's using an RKSS, that doesn't mean that he's going to be a good player because he's using RKSS. RKSS, it's not instant making top tier players because they use RKSS. If you see someone using an RKSS, he could be a noob anyways, you know. Exactly, Peace, exactly. Let me suck your dick real quick, Peacemaker. But anyways, guys, I need to make food and to finish this house. Um, I send you a big hug, you know. I don't hate nobody. I got no enemies. I'm not here to compete with nobody. I'm all alone in the world. I'm here to be better than myself and no one else, you know. And I don't have enemies with this No House song in the background. You know. That's stupid meme, but I don't give a fuck, you know, guys. But anyways, uh, I hug you if you're lonely. You're no. Anyways, I send you a hug as well, and don't hit my AKSS. I'm on regular PS4. Come on, guys. You know, I'm slow like a turtle, and I'm gonna delete the video also. You know. Anyways, take care, guys. Thanks for watching this stream, and yeah, I send you a kiss in the eye, that it's able to see everything, you know, in the anus. Bye bye, guys. Take care. Holy moly.